Whether you're building a home, a commercial building, an office, even a road or a rail line, the lifespan of the structure is dictated by the strength of its foundation. And in the majority of cases, foundation problems can be traced back to the presence of clay soils. If you're a design, engineering, or construction professional, then you're already well aware of the destructive nature of clay soils. If you're new to soil technology, here's a quick rundown. Clay soils and water have a unique relationship. Just like a magnet to metal, the negative charged clay particles are attracted to the positive charged water. And this marriage of the two particles forms a very strong bond known as an ionic bond. The water that becomes firmly bonded to the clay particle is known as adsorbed water. This bonding of clay and water particles causes the soil to expand. Then, when it's sunny and dry, the water evaporates and the clay shrinks and cracks. It's this constant expanding and shrinking of the clay soils over time that has destructive effects on foundations and infrastructure. Common problems encountered with clay soils include lifting of buildings off their footings, cracking brick walls, destruction of pools and underground plumbing, and the everyday potholes, cracking and collapse in road surfaces, all very costly problems. The only way to overcome the constant swell and shrink properties of clay soils is to actively neutralise their bonding action. Geo R Bond is one of the most effective ways to do just that. Geo R Bond is an electrochemical stabiliser and densifier that influences both the positive and negative charges of soil and water particles. Put simply, Geo R Bond is a chemical solution that, when added to clay soils, breaks the bonding action of clay and water particles by changing the chemical properties of adsorbed water through the process of ion exchange, therefore lowering the overall negative charge in the clay. Now, rather than having a very strong ionic bond, the clay and water particles actually repel each other, just like our magnet analogy, but now the polarities are the same, and we know how that makes magnets push away from each other. Once this chemical reaction has occurred and the water has dissipated from the clay, all that is left are tiny capillaries, or voids. Through compaction, the clay particles tend to clutter together and align themselves tightly in a lattice formation, creating a dense solid mass with significantly reduced swell-shrink properties. An ideal, considerably more stable site for construction projects, especially roads. The effects of Geo R Bond are permanent and have been proven through extensive use in a vast array of engineering practices. Geo R Bond, delivering a solid foundation for your next construction project.